This is the start of it. The big week. Sigerson and Fitzgibbon and all the other finals this week. The Electric Ireland finals, finally. After 6 weeks of tremendous championship competition since the start of the year, ending here at DCU right through until Saturday afternoon. But this is the first game. This is the Electric Ireland Trench Cup final. You're looking at Mary I out there, and yeah, you're thinking that's a hurling college. Well, they're pretty good at the football as well, and that's why they are in this Electric Ireland Trench Cup final here. It's been played at DCU St Clair, so if you know your DCU at all, it's the one round the back. And yeah, okay, there's been lots of troubles with the weather and conditions, but it looks good to me. I know we had a bit of a walk there, and it's grand, not perfect, but it's not going to be at this time of year as Trinity make their entrance onto the field in the famous red and black colours. They, of course, have a proud history, but they haven't been in Sigerson for quite a while. They won the Trench back in 2012 and before that maybe 2005, but they are looking to get back there, and they were knocking on the door last year. They were in the final last year and they got beat in that final by DKIT, but DKIT had lost two before that. It was their third attempt, so maybe it takes a few times to go at it. So they're hoping to avoid two defeats in a row in this particular final, and that is the team there down to get their photograph taken. And there's a young man there on the left. He's the PRO for the Breffy Club, and they've got 4 players in the Mary I setup. 2 will be starting, and that's Benny Hurl as well, taking photographs. He's the chairperson of Higher Education GAA as well, and it's going to be a big day for him later on, of course. The Sigerson Cup in Croke Park. What an achievement, if that's the right word, to go back there for the first time since 1986, and it's a great lift for all the colleges, not just the 2 teams that are playing, but it sends out a message to everybody that this is where you belong and you are right up there and you're respected alongside everybody else in the GAA family, and that is terrific. Not that really that needs to be examined or questioned really. So we are nearly ready, about 5 minutes away, so I'll give you the teams, and I have to tell you the Mary I team is going to be a little bit difficult for you to follow, so I'll do Trinity first. Maybe that's the easiest thing. I've fooled my cameraman, he's gone his way to Mary I, so let's go over to Trinity here. So their goalkeeper is number 1, Sean Milan from Athgarvan in Kildare. 2 is their captain, Luke Casserly from St Malaise Gales in Sligo. At 3, another Connacht man, that's Tom Hughes from Glencar Manor Hamilton in Leitrim. And yes, you'll recognise maybe those 3 names. They all played last year as well, so quite a few of them played last year. Number 4, Michael McGrath from St Bridget's in Dublin. He didn't play last year, or certainly wasn't in the starting 15. 5, Conal Cunningham, another dub from Temple Ogue, Saint Street. 6, Conor Leonard, one of the vice captains from Mullinalata in Longford. 7, Padraig Boyle from Ballymore in Longford, so that's 2 from Longford beside each other. Midfield, number 8, you've Kieran Flanagan from Maynooth in Kildare. Same club, by the way, as the manager, Don Holmes. Number 9 is Tom McCarroll from Carryduff in Down. Bit of an interesting mix in this team. I've counted 5 dubs in the starting 15. 2 Nordies, and there's another one at number 10, Rory McErlean from St Bridget's in Antrim in Belfast there. His dad, Paul, is a former Antrim and indeed Ulster player. Rory would have played last year. 11, Ryan O'Dwyer. You'll know him from Ballybowden St Enda's, of course, from going on a really good campaign in the All-Ireland Club Championship. 12 is Jack Burke from Nafena in Dublin, very close to here. 13, Dara Dempsey from Kilmacud Crokes. Then we go to Meath for another of the vice-captains, number 14, Con Smith from Bective. 15 is Kieran Lennon from Clannigill and Roscommon. He's a senior player and has played senior for Roscommon. So 2 from the north, 5 dubs, 1 Meath, 3 from Connacht, 2 from Kildare and 2 from Longford. They have a big panel of 36 named. And it's basically a home game for Trinity College when you think about it. They're not far from here at all, whereas Mary I have had to make the journey. And I'm going to give you what I know of the numbers here. We have agreed after some negotiation with the managers what we're going with here, because the match programme didn't list, shall we say, 1 to 15. I'll just go through it, that's the easiest way. So for Mary I in goals, Shane O'Connell. He's from Father Casey's, that's in West Limerick. Then in the full back line, you've got 29, Gavin McManaman from Breffy in Mayo. 4 is going to play full back, that's Bernie Cohen from Corofin. Then you have David Slattery from Clare Morris, another Mayo in the left corner, but he's wearing 11. Right half back, Shane Cunningham from Castlebar, another Mayo, will be wearing 21. Centre half back Dahi Kilcummins will be wearing 17. Left half back Fanon O'Reilly, another from Castlebar, will wear 12. And then at midfield you have the captain Conor Mulroy from Castlebar again, and he's wearing 22. And the match programme, if you have it, you're saying, well, he's wearing number 1 on that. Well, he can't wear the number 1 jersey. That's the goalkeeper's jersey. So he's wearing 22. 18 is Evan Cahill from Kilmurray Abricken in Kildare, and he's wearing 18. Then at right half forward, Aidan Cunningham from Briefy also is wearing number 3. And then number 6, as the captain shake hands with the referee Conor Durneen. And indeed there's 22, the captain I told you. That's Conor Mulroy. If you're keeping up with me here, it's not easy to follow. 6 is playing centre half forward, Darren Keane. And he's from West Clare, a club called Lissy Casey. And actually the full forward, Dara Culligan, is from the same club. So there's already a comment there proudly mentioning that club on the YouTube. And it is Lissy Casey, and someone on there was mentioning that already. So there, Jeremy McMahon is on there. So obviously that's a bit of a proud moment for them to be able to have 2 players from that small club over in West Clare at the centre half forward and full forward position. So Darren Keane wearing 6, Darren Keane wearing 6, and Dara Culligan is wearing 13, but playing full forward. To go back to the team then, Sean Keneally from Clifton and Galway will wear number 9. Now the full forward line then, so you have Dara Culligan in the middle wearing 13. Either side of him you have Kieran McCarthy from Valley Rovers in Cork will wear number 7. And then Colm Costello is a Galway senior, of course, done Moors, me and Manicut in the last couple of years, and he's wearing number 8 playing in the left corner. Now everyone has stopped, so I don't know if there's a minute silence if they're playing the anthem maybe. I don't hear it, but I think it's best that I stop. Well, indeed, they were playing the anthem. They have a speaker system down near the right corner away from us, so it was playing there in the distance. So that's the anthem played, and we're nearly ready for the 2026 Electric Ireland Trench Cup final here at DCU Sinclair's. Trinity, there you see in the red and black, lost in the final last year, and back here this year to try and make amends. And a nice little line, by the way, their manager, Don Holmes, he's from Maynooth, but originally from down Limerick direction, and his nephew, Gary Quirk, is the Mary I sub-keeper, wearing number 16. So they had a nice moment a couple of hours ago before the game, a family reunion, and you could say first-class rivals, first-class family rivals today. So an uncle and a nephew on opposing teams. So Conor Durneen from Ballina in Cavan, and the other officials, Laura Murphy from Carlow, standby, 4th official Aaron Clogher, and on the line Tom Tansey, who is a dub. The prize, of course, Sigerson Cup football. So the cup and getting promoted to Sigerson as we get underway in the 2026 Electric Ireland Higher Education Finals week. It's not a weekend anymore, it's a week from Wednesday through to Saturday afternoon when we will have the Electric Ireland Cormaclean final. And that's at 2 o'clock on Saturday, and that seems a long way away. 4 days. With 4 days, with a feast of football and hurling before them. So it's Trinity now with Ryan O'Dwyer, the Bowden man. Gives it to Jack Burke. A couple of dubs there. 5 in the starting lineup that I was given, and they seem to have stuck to their 15 in their numbers from what I can see. And Mary I, well, a myriad of different numbers, if it's the right expression to use there. Another way might be to say it's all over the place, but we will try and follow that as we go on. So under the new rules, of course, all the players camped in that half apart from the 3 who had to stay up. And now an effort for a 2-pointer right at the start, but he's gone to the left and wide. Conor Leonard, one of the 2 vice captains of the Trinity team. Goalkeeper to take this will be Shane O'Connell from Mary I, who are managed by Pat Galvin. Now where's he going to go with this? Looks like he's going left-footed. Gets plenty of height on it anyway. Scoops it up in the air. Oh, what a brilliant catch that was. Coming in almost from the side there. Snatched it away from the rest of them who were all waiting for it to drop. That was brilliant play by the number 21 Shane Cunningham from Castlebar Mitchell's. One of 3, I think it is, in the starting lineup. This is Conor Mulroy, the captain from that club as well. But then the tough challenge comes in to try and turn that over for Trinity, and they've done exactly that. That's Cunningham, another Cunningham. There's two Cunninghams on the Mary I side and one for Trinity of the Templeogue Singe Street variety. Jack Burke. The Fianna is almost a stone's throw from here. This is Rory Macker Lane. He's from Belfast. Back to Burke again. And that is Mulroy trying to come over to get in the way. And somebody got in the way, but there was something illegal there. I didn't spot it myself, but a free in. And outside the arc as well, I think. So a chance for a 2-pointer. There's the kick out, and that's the great catch. That's the moment of the game so far. And this is Ryan O'Dwyer fancying it. And why not? Well, he's well outside the arc. He's outside the 45. Going to try and bend this in, and that looks good to me, but has it got the legs? It has. It's a 2-pointer, and the roar goes up from the crowd. And there's a decent crowd in here for this game, and they enjoyed that, and might be very much a home crowd. As I say, Trinity play their games not too far from here, and they probably have the bulk of the support here, although I do know there's a lot of parents and family members who have come from all over the country, even to follow players that are in the subs and maybe only likely to get 5 or 10 minutes. There's another great field. That's 2 in a row for Mary I, and he delivers it very quickly in, and it's a chance for them if he can get through here. Held up. Can he get a shot? They've got it out to the midfielder, and eventually they might get one to come all the way back to the captain, Conor Mulroy. The catch, by the way, was by number 18, and that was Evan Cahill. So 2 great fields around the middle. So that's obviously one of their main attributes, but they weren't able to make it pay. It was Colm Costello, the number 8, who got the ball from the quick ball delivered in. But now Trinity all their men back and forcing Mary I just to go round the edges. Little drop of the shoulder there from the number 13 Dara Culligan, but over carrying, and Trinity on top in the early stages. They've got the 2-pointer and they have kept the opposition out. The only thing is Mary I have had a couple of great fields around the middle, and they're getting good possession now, and that's the captain again, Mulroy, giving it in to Dara Culligan. Dara Culligan named it full forward, but he's certainly not playing in there. They've left a couple of men in there, but not him. Now this is Evan Cahill, who did that great catch a minute ago. He's a big unit of a lad, and he's looking to get through, but he's left it off instead this time, and the shot coming in. First score of the game, and it's a good one, and it's from their number 7. And I'm trying to look around the pitch to see who is number 7. Kieran McCarthy, Valley Rovers, and that was outside as well, so that's a 2-pointer as well. Wasn't sure if I saw actually a signal for the 2-pointer, but just watching it in the replay there, it was outside, wasn't it? So it should be 2-1. I think we have a scoreboard in the ground here somewhere, so we'll check on that, but that should be a 2-pointer. And a good riposte from Mary I, who come again, and they're looking lively. Comes to the number 9, Sean Keneally, Clifton and Galway. Number 12, Finan O'Reilly. You'll notice a pause when I give a number before I give the name. That's because the names are all over the place. It's not 1 to 15. So you look down and have to figure out where that number is. It's not where it should be, but we'll get used to it as we go on. Feel free to leave a message on YouTube there in the live chat. Electric Ireland Trench Cup final then. The Sigerson Cup final will be tonight in Croke Park. We are here at DCU St Clair's for this, which is the level below Sigerson, and the winners will get through to Sigerson next year. That's Ryan O'Dwyer playing a nice low ball in there, and it's perfect for a corner forward for Kieran Lennon. Kieran gets a bit of support from the other corner forward, Dempsey from Kilmacud Crokes. Now that's quite an effort from there, and it was so close it came off the post, but it's gone wide. Good effort, but no score. So 2-1 on our board. I'm just trying to see if I can see the scoreboard in here, and yeah, there's a lot of people in the way. I can't actually see it to confirm what they've given, but I did get a glance of the replay and thought that was a 2-pointer, but maybe it wasn't given. I'm not quite sure, or maybe it was the other arc. Is that what it is? Yeah, so it's 2-1. Sorry, I've just been told it was the other arc I was looking. I did say it was Atlanta. I got at it, so I got that wrong. Sorry. Just checking on the YouTube as well while we follow the play here. That's a dangerous looking ball in. They need to watch this. And it's well scooped up. A little bit of cover there. Provided by number 17, Dahi Kilcummins. For Mary I, who've got to grips with this game after Ryan O'Dwyer's 2-pointer. So 2 points to 1, and O'Dwyer, obviously the main man for Trinity, but they've a lot of excellent players out there. And a big panel, as I said, 36. There's a dangerous looking ball in, and it's gone straight to the corner forward. Oh, I thought he was going to go low for goal, but instead he just took his point and levels the scores, and that's Dara Culligan from Lissy Casey in West Clare. Watch it again here. And they have done this a few times. They're not afraid to put the ball in. And Trinity caught out there, and he was able to catch it very cleanly and got a sighted goal, but chose to take the point. 2-2. High ball again in the middle. On the break, Trinity get it. And that's a clear foul by Mulroy. So the referee, well actually no, he's not giving it. I thought it was a foul the way the hand went in there, but the referee said no. I thought he was running to bring it back, but didn't. And that's a clear foul. I'm right that time. Here come Mary A again. They do like to go forward at pace, don't they? Mulroy switching the direction of the attack over to the far side. Number 3 is Aidan Cunningham, one of the 2 from Brafey, who are starting today. There's 2 more on the bench, and that effort is going to drop into the arms of Sean O'Mullane. Or Mullane, is it? Well, Mullane, as in the famous Waterford hurler, but this is O'Mullane. Trinity coming forward. It's a little bit more through the hands and a little bit slower and not quite as deliberate, but now they give the high ball in there. They've tried this before. So both teams trying the high ball in, and that's why, because Lennon's able to win it in there. And he gets away from his man and might get a shot in. And he's actually blown for overcarrying. He's blown for overcarrying. Let's watch a replay of that. Great bit of fielding. And here we go. And yeah, one way he bounces there. And, okay. So Mary I get on with it. They've scored twice. Trinity have only scored once. It's a brilliant run. I did say they like to go through the middle. They have some big lads who are fast and powerful, and you've noticed that already, I'm sure, in this game. And they have a few guys, I'm sure, who are capable of 2-pointers. I think they were thinking about it there, but Trinity have come out to press around the 45-metre line. Try and keep them out. They come again. Trinity very good at sitting in there, but here comes the shot. Now, I don't think that's on target. It's close, just wide on that side. So Trinity sit in there, and when Mary I attack, it seems like if they don't get in at the first time of asking, it sort of breaks down after that. Becomes a little bit more laboured, and Trinity stifle them. That was Rory McErlean trying to get the ball up, but Mary I have won it back. And they do like to deliver it in quickly and use the kick pass a lot, which is great to see. And the effort from distance, I think that's going left, is it? I think it's wide, and so do a few of the defenders. But the umpire says it's over the bar. And it's been given. Well, it just shows you the different angles you're looking at it here. That's our camera version, and from where I was, it was a wide, but the umpire, who's now having a conversation with the umpire on that side, said it was over. So it's a point. It's 3-2, and that's 3 scores for Mary I. Now the referee's having to come over here to have a word with one of the Trinity players. It's Jack Burke, actually, who, I don't know what was going on there. I wonder, did he question? Maybe he was suggesting he should have talked to his Lions person about that, but he's been given a yellow card. But yeah, it did look close and very hard to judge. But point given for Mary I, and they lead. And there's a tap and go. Off he goes, the big midfielder Kieran Flanagan, and puts it in there. And the run from the other midfielder, McCarroll from Carryduff, is through here. And he's going to shoot. And, I think the keeper got something on that to keep it out. That was very close to a Trinity goal 12 minutes into this game. It was a brilliant run, and you knew it was coming. Let's see what happens here when he hits it. Yeah, I think it just came off the left foot of the goalkeeper, Shane O'Connell, and he has done really, really well there to keep his team in the lead by preventing that goal. But it was really good football from Trinity, wasn't it? Really good approach play and support play as well. And 2 midfielders involved. They might still get a score. This is Colin Smith, one of the vice captains from Bective and Meath. He's looking for a return maybe with Padraig Boyle, but he actually, I think, has got that on target himself. Yeah, that's an excellent point. Just the one, but it levels the scores. 3-3, really good score. Bent it in beautifully, under a bit of pressure at the end there, but he kept his nerve and kept steady. And it's been a good game so far, as you'd expect. These two teams with ambitions to play Sigerson football next year. Oh, that's the big number 9 going up for a Tom McCarroll again, who had that goal chance. And Trinity do get it eventually. Now, will they look for the big ball in again? There's nobody really in there. There's just one player in there who's drifted in there now. And is that going to drift in? Nope, it's not. That's a wide from Jack Burke. So 3-3. Good little spell here for Trinity, though, the last few minutes. 13 minutes gone. And it's promising to be an exciting game, this. And going all the way. It's close so far. And lots of players out there capable of 2-pointers. And we had a goal chance as well. So it's been good stuff so far. And Mary out. Clean one around the middle. Had a couple of clean catches above the head. That not so, but easy possession nonetheless. This is Aidan Cunningham. Gives it out to Dahi Kilcummins. The approach play, lovely little slip there, and the shot comes in, but he just ran out of room there and kicked it away. And Trinity have the chance here to transition and get up the field, but they don't tend to go too fast around this area. They just try and build it through the hands and keep possession here, which is exactly what they're doing. But now they've moved it quite nicely, and they have a player in a lot of room, and now comes the ball in, which they do like to do, and they again get the corner forward. Lennon in there, he is the target man, and he leaves it off beautifully to Smith, and very unlucky. They've hit that post twice in almost the exact same spot, really up high, and they could have had 2 points easily from that. Now they might get one. It's high, but that looks like it's gone to the right, and it has, and it's gone wide. So good football, good pressing, and Trinity a bit unlucky, to be fair. Just checking on YouTube there on the live stream. There's about 500 devices on this game, which is great to see. On the break, Trinity get it again. Tom McCarroll from the Carryduff Club in Belfast, well, just outside Belfast on the county down side. Now he's had one go at this, he's had another one. Oh, he didn't miss that time. That's brilliant football. He had one a few minutes ago, he hit low. This one, he didn't give the goalkeeper a chance. That is superb from Tom McCarroll. And Trinity lead 1-3 after exactly 15 minutes of this game in the Electric Ireland Trench Cup final. Brilliant goal. Well, it's been promising, it's been coming, and there it is. Really good goal. Livens things up a little bit, and they've been on top the last 3 or 4 minutes, and they get that decision as well. They've started to nullify the threat around in the middle of the field from the kickouts from Mary I. Really good work to do that, and their own big lads getting in there and winning a few balls. And that time I'm pretty sure it was Kieran Flanagan who won it in there and got the possession and got the free. Now Dwyer fancies that from distance. What a boot he has on him. Oh, that's why he fancied it right over the black spot. A 2-pointer for Trinity following up after the goal, and they now put daylight between the teams, and the man from Ballyboden, St Enda's, has nailed it. That's his second 2-pointer in the game already, 16 minutes in. Just shows how quickly the game can change under the modern rules. 5 points in it, and Trinity out in front. The goalkeeper Shane O'Connell seems to favour that side. It seems to drop in and around that area all the time. But Trinity now winning all the breaks and the catches around there, getting a lot of possession from the kickouts and threatening. They have hit the post twice and they've had a goal chance. They've also had 2 2-pointers and a goal and maybe another point now. That looks right. Is it over though? No, it has gone wide. The Trinity bench on the far side are all screaming about that. They were right behind it and they were saying it's over, but the umpire definitely, and he's put his arms out again to say definitely not. Well, they've had no luck at that end with the umpires and no luck at the other end either, Trinity, with the one that was given for Mary I. But it just shows you the angles. Sometimes I look at it and think that's over the bar and it's nowhere near it. So it just depends. And we go with the man who has the job and who's nearest to it. On the break again, that's Mary I's number 8 coming in there, Costello, but free given for Trinity, and they're winning it all now, and it's one-way traffic at the minute, and here they come again. Oh, and that's a nice ball in, and it's fallen to Dempsey. Oh, saved by the goalkeeper. I don't know if you're hearing interference on my microphone, but I got a lot of interference and crackling there for me. Hopefully you're not. There's a lot of noise in my headphones. So, are you back with me now? I think you are. I've changed microphones here to try and sort things out, and it was a bad time to lose it because there was a goal there by Colm Costello, which I'm not sure you heard me describing. You will have seen Colm Costello, the number 8 for Mary I, got in there with a really clever flick over his head. He's a Galway senior from Dunmore. Got Mary I back into the game, but here come Trinity again, and yet again it's Lennon, and he really is ruling the roost in there. Every ball that comes in he seems to be winning it, and now he's finding room as well and putting it over the bar, and they've recovered well from the goal to get a couple of nice points there, and Trinity stretch it out again to 4 points, and you'd have to say it's deserved as well on the way that the game has been going, especially in the last 6 or 7 minutes. Really good attack and play, and remember it, they've had 2 goal chances, 2 saves by the goalkeeper, and 2 hit the post as well. Trinity again. Number 8 is Kieran Flanagan. Good spell for Trinity. Apart from the goal, the last 10 minutes they've been pretty much on top. A lot of good scores, and could have had more as well. But they'll be happy enough with this 4-point lead at the minute, but trying to add to it. That's a centre half back, Conor Leder, going forward, but it's a free out. Mary I's number 4, Bernie Cohen. He's from Corofin. And Mary, apart from that goal, they've just got the 3 points, and they were all early enough in the game. So they just haven't really had much joy from the Trinity defence, and that's sort of been part of the story in the last 10 minutes or so. Nearly 22 minutes gone. And Trinity, after losing in the final last year, going very well this year. Final last year, they lost to DKIT, who had the pain of losing twice. It was third time lucky for them. But Trinity are back and playing really well. And are they going to hit that ball in again? Looking for Lennon again. He's got his hand up, calling for it, looking for it. Actually, I think that's O'Dwyer. He's got his hand up at the back post, because Lennon's closer to the ball now. They might work it through for a goal. They've good runners. When they get the ball, they've always got somebody who can follow it in. They come back out now to Tom McCarroll, who got the goal. Portig Boyle is calling for it over on this side, but instead they go through the middle. They all fancy it now, and now they pop it out to Jack Burke. This is Ryan O'Dwyer. They know they don't let him to get onto his left foot. He's put two two-pointers over already. But the attention's on him, and they leave Dara Dempsey alone, and Dara puts it over. And Trinity have really, really got to grips with this game, and they are playing with a confidence as well that is very noticeable in their play as well. Moving the ball really nicely and quickly and taking their scores now. And they stretch it out again to that 5-point lead they had when the goal went in. Shane O'Connell again goes exactly to the same spot, and why not if you've boys who can field it. But Trinity have really got to grips with them around the middle, and they've either won it clean or won the breaks ever since the first 5 or 6 minutes of the game. These two teams, by the way, met in the group stages on the 13th of January, and Trinity won by 10 points, 220 to 210, and they're already 5 to the good here. But Mary still looking dangerous. Now, he looked around there. Did you see that? To see if he'd breached. And in doing so, he sort of took his eye off the ball. And he was worried about going over the line there and got a little bit confused, maybe. And as a result, Trinity have got it back. So they both actually played in the same group, which is a little bit unusual. But obviously that was a stronger group, as it turns out. Then they're meeting again in the final, because they both won after the group. But in the group, Trinity won all 3 games. Then Mary TUS Midwest, and then Set You Waterford. And as I say, Trinity won the game between the two of them by 10. They're 5 up here and looking to go further up. That's not going to be a score, but it's going to stay in maybe. Yeah, and he's taken it brilliantly. It's Lennon again. He's been so dangerous. And has he got it over? Of course he has. Kieran Lennon, a real danger in there, and he's got more confident as well as the game has gone on. Early on, he was finding it tough. He got blown for over-carrying, that kind of thing. But now, every time it comes in, he seems to get a score, even from a ball like that, which I don't think was meant for him, and he still managed to get it and put it over the bar. And that's a 6-point lead now, coming up on the 25-minute mark. And that's the biggest lead they've had in the game so far. And again, O'Connell goes exactly to the same spot. It's almost in a little metre square area there. And this time Marys do get it, but a yellow card for that challenge, and that's 2 yellow cards have been given to Trinity. The Trench Cup, by the way, has been going since 1975. The first year, the winning captain was Brian Mullins, the famous Brian Mullins of Dublin fame and UCD. The captain the next year, when Thomond College won it, was a certain Pat Spillane. Kevin McCabe, 1980, Tyrone footballer who played in the 1986 All-Ireland final for Tyrone against Kerry. Let's go back to the play here in case there's a score. I'm waxing lyrical about history, and this is an effort from Mulroy for a 2-pointer, and it's wide. Close, but not close enough. Going back to the famous captains, Damien Devers, another from 1995, and Sten and Donegal. Neil Gallagher in 2005. 2010, Shane Brosnan and Kevin Hartnett with Tralee. 2012, Tomas Corrigan from Fermanagh. He was with Trinity in 2012, and they won it. And 2016 and 2017, Kieran Duffy with DKIT. I think he's the only man who captained a winning team twice, 2 in a row with DKIT. That's Kieran Duffy. Mary have a bit of room here. They could do with the score coming up to half-time. Number 6 plays it in, and that is Darren Keane. Can't get much room in there. Good defending again, and have they done enough? They have done enough again, but they fouled as well, so it's going to be a free in for Mary. And there's another brilliant catch, wasn't that? Absolutely brilliant. From Ryan O'Dwyer, of course. Star man for Trinity. So I mentioned famous captains in the past who have won the Trench Cup. What about player of the match? 1983, Donald Durkin for the Poly in Belfast. Well, you mightn't know Donald too well, but he's famous to me from the Breda Club in Belfast and originally around County Down. I think it was Newry. Now, is this going over? Yep. There's a score back for Mary at last to get one back on the board and bring it back to 5 points. Going back to those players of the match where the goalkeeper retrieves it. 1989, Jarlath Jennings with Galway RTC. 1991, Derek Duggan with Sligo RTC. And he was man of the match in 93 as well. 2005, Colin McFadden with Letterkenny IT. 2016, Daniel McKenna, DKIT. Those are famous names. The rain, I'm sorry to say, is starting to come down. There's just a little bit at the moment, and it's threatening to get worse, unfortunately. But we are coming up to half-time, couple of minutes away. Trinity have had a really good half. Looking for another score here, and it's the man who got the goal laying it off this time, and they're lining up the score. On that occasion, it was Dara Dempsey from Kilmacud Crooks, laid on a plate by Tom McCarroll, who got the goal, but there were men there over, and it was rather easy, wasn't it? To get it back to a 6-point lead again. It was, here, do you want to put it over, or will I? Trinity were last in a Sigerson Cup final in 1981. They did come close around the late 1980s when they had a certain Joe Brawley and a few other very decent players as well. One year up at Queen's in 89, the year Jarlath Burns won it with St Mary's Belfast. They went to a semi-final and were very unlucky on that occasion to lose to UCC after extra time. That's the closest I think they've come. Trinity have it again, even when it looks like they're not going to get it, they're still getting it, but Mary have it now. Number 11 back there is David Slattery from Clare Morrison Mayo, and there's another goal coming up to half time. And the roar goes up from the home crowd, and it is very much a home crowd. And was it Padraig Boyle? It was, from Ballymore in Longford with the goal. And they snatched it away there. And it was great play by the fullback Tom Hughes up there. And it was finished to the net gratefully by Padraig Boyle. But great work by Tom Hughes from Glencar, Manor, Hamilton and Leitrim. And that goal takes it out to 210 to 1-4 coming up to half time. And that might be a score that takes it too far away from Mary. And the Electric Ireland Trench Cup could well be heading to Trinity. They win it again on the break. They've kept the pressure on from winning all the ball around the midfield in the last 15 minutes or so. Looking for another score, and they've men over. It's Jack Burke this time. And Jack Burke adds to the misery for Mary, and they've really pulled away, and there is a half-time whistle. We've only had 5 seconds extra, and Mary will be glad of that to get in, because it's really gone away from them. Remember, it was 3 points each, but since then they've had a goal and a point, and Trinity have tagged on 2 goals and 8, and it all started with Ryan O'Dwyer with this 2-pointer early on, and he got another one from play. No doubt we'll see that in a second as we go through the highlights from the first half, but this was Mary trying to get back into the game, and that's the one I thought was a 2-pointer, but I watched it wrongly. It was a 1-pointer, and this is a goal chance, I think. McCarroll on the outside, in the outside lane. Oh no, that was a goal. He put one from a similar angle low and the keeper saved it, but that one he put to the net. And that's Leonard setting up O'Dwyer for his second 2-pointer. A mighty, mighty effort from distance. Then this is probably Mary goal. Costello on the end of this, yep, and he just flicks it over his head. A no-look goal. And then this is the goal before half-time, which leaves Mary in a lot of bother. Great work by Hughes to set up Boyle, the 2 defenders up there, to finish to the net, and that is the score at half-time, and that's why Trinity sit in a very, very nice position at the break. We're going to take a break ourselves. We'll be back in a few minutes. come back for the second half, and you see number 30 is in there for Mary I. And let me check the numbers again for Mary I, and that's Bob Toohey from Castlebar Mitchells. Well, they've had plenty of Castlebar Mitchells players out there already, and now they've another one. So forced into changes at half time, but he gets nowhere near that one because Tom McCarroll nipped in there and it dropped very nicely for him, and he got possession. But Mary I have got it, and you can hear by the roaring up the pitch that they're all looking for it. I think they've had a bit of a proverbial rocket at half time. They've come out at the start of this second half with a bit of intent, shall we say, to try and reverse the fortunes here. Well, they may as well. They've fallen way behind. They were only 5 behind coming up to half time, but now they're well back and they're looking at a 2-pointer. I don't think it's going to drop in, or is it? It does. Oh, it doesn't have the distance. Thought it was over the bar from here at ground level, but it just didn't have the legs to get over the bar, so it remains 2-11 to 1-4. But certainly a good start to the second half by Mary I, and trying to win this back as well. They're putting in the challenges. They're working a lot harder as a team than they did in the first half, but Mary I unable to get possession, and in fact they've fouled, and that's a Trinity free for the goal scorer, one of the goal scorers from the first half, Padraig Boyle. And there's the man who set it up for him, Tom Hughes, number 3 and 7 involved in the goal. Big dark clouds over St Clair's here, and they look very ominous, very sinister, but hopefully they won't materialise into rain as Trinity go on the attack and look for a score at the start of the second half. He's put it very high, but it's gone left. Staying in play though, and Lennon gets a hand to it. Trinity do well to keep it in play. Scooped up. He's going to fancy it here himself. No, Colin Smith plays it in. That's an interesting ball, but intercepted by Mulroy, and it's gone out for a 45. So at least one change at half time, but kind of difficult to see the changes, as I said at the start, for Mary I, because their numbers are all over the place. So it wasn't 1 to 15 by any means, but I think that's the only change that I've seen. Number 30 in to get another Castlebar Mitchell's man out there to add to Shane Cunningham and Conor Mulroy. Trinity coming again though. He's outside, inside. They don't need a 2-pointer, but they have men there very capable, like this man. No Dwyer. Doesn't see anything, so just pops it. I was talking about the clouds. The black is up at the top of your screen there. Seems to be drifting along, but it's all the way around to the left as far as I can see. So it looks like we might get rain, but at the minute we've been lucky enough. Dempsey with a score that goes wide. Close. But after 2.5 minutes, we're without a score in the second half, so it remains 17 to 7, 10-point game. And remember, there was 10 points between the teams when they met on the 13th of January in the group stages, 220 to 210. So it's going to form that way, but we've a long way to go in this game, and Trinity might even win by more the way it's going, because that's a good catch, and Kieran Flanagan leaves it off. There's a dangerous one in, but they've put that to the right and wide, and they were looking for it to go across, but he went for his own shot. And they end up with no score. Lots of pressure in the last couple of minutes from Trinity, but no score. So 10 in it, a long way back for Mary I. Their management team tried to get them going at half time there. Their management team, Pat Galvin, Jeremy O'Driscoll, Joe Reddington, Kevin Murphy, and Ciara Cregan is there as well. She's the daughter of the great Eamon Cregan. She's involved there in the club, doing a lot of the work in the background. Dwyer again for Trinity, who've come back from a little burst at the start of the half from Mary I. Tom McCarroll. They're taking control of this game again. Gives it to Leonard, another of the Longford men. They're just going to take their time here. They get it to Dempsey. Kilmacud Crooks player. Trying to get onto that right foot and feeds a lovely ball in instead. Doesn't go for the shot, and they go soccer style. Oh, I thought it was going to go into the top corner there. Cristiano Ronaldo-like, but just missed the corner. But nicely worked. And you saw the Mary I defenders there getting drawn in. And he just dug it out of his feet there. And very unlucky not to get a score. But surprisingly enough, after all that shooting in the first 4.5 minutes, we still haven't had a score in the second half. 2-11, 1-4. A lot of movement out the field, and the kick out Again, goes to the same area as it did in the first half from the goalkeeper. And this occasion, it's Colin Costello. Galway man. Does well. Fends off his opposite number 8. 13 is Culligan. The angle isn't good. Mulroy is there. Only fancy it. He's going for it. That's a great effort from distance from Culligan. And it's a brilliant 2-pointer as well. Mary I have the first score of the second half, and it's a 2-pointer. And look where he got it from. Brilliant. Absolutely superb play. Trying to drag Mary I back into this game and gets it back to an 8-point game. Well, it's a start of a long way to go. The goalkeeper slips in getting that out. And on the break, well, he's still able to get it after it slipped out of his grasp. This is Consmith. Puts a quick one in there, and there's a one-on-one here if they can move it. And of course it's Kieran Lennon. Every time they get it, to him he wins it. And now O'Dwyer looking to finish the job. Oh, very close. It hit the Electric Ireland sign. And that's 2 goal chances at the start of the second half. Brilliant football, a brilliant move. They won it well in the middle of the field. It might even have been O'Dwyer. And ended up with that one just going wide. Or was it Cunningham who caught it from the kick out? I'm not quite sure. Anyway, Mary I with Evan Cahill. They'll be delighted and a little bit relieved they actually haven't conceded a score yet in the second half. Although they could have conceded 2 goals and a couple of points. But they have the only score, a 2-pointer. Number 3 for them is Aidan Cunningham from Brafey in Mayo. Looking to find a way through, but they can't. And Trinity looking to counter-attack really quickly. Mulroy comes in to intercept, though. And everybody diving in there with full purpose and commitment. And they get it back and take it really quickly and look for the score. And do they get it? Well, that's one of the big advantages of the new rules. They were able to take it so quickly. And Kieran McCarthy from Valley Rovers put it over the bar when the Trinity players were still looking around to see what the decision was for. Get it back to 7. 7 minutes in. Mary I making it interesting. Sean O'Mullane with a kick out. He's from Athgarvan and Kildare. Fisted down by Mulroy as Mary I now get on a bit of a roll, and Aidan Cunningham plays it in here. Is there a goal on here? He got a point a minute ago, McCarthy. Oh, that was surely a key moment in this game. But Sean O'Mullane in goals for Trinity from Athgarvan and Kildare makes a vital stop just to try and stop Mary I's train, because they have got back into this game with a 2-pointer and a point and a goal there. Turns it round from 10 points to 4. But a brilliant point blank save there by O'Mullane, sorry. Still a chance here for Mary I, and it was from this man breaking the ball in the middle of the field. They are starting to get a bit of momentum up. And can they get something out of it? It's going to the left. And, well, still knocking about in there, but Trinity have it. That's the number 4, Michael McGrath, I think, from St Bridget's in Dublin. And they do get it out of there. They've dug it out. And on the break now, they get it up to O'Dwyer, who gets out in front of Bernie Cohen. And does well and feeds a lovely ball in there to Lennon. Well, it's an obvious tactic, but why not when he's able to do this? And he's kept it up really well and might get his own score. He's been fouled, but he still puts it over the bar. Well, Lennon has been unstoppable today. He has been terrific, and that, believe it or not, it's taken 9 minutes, but that's their first score of the second half, and he fought for it, and he had to really fend off a few tough challenges there, but got a score in the end. And he's put them over from all sorts of angles, to be fair. It's got really dark with those dark clouds around us, but I don't mind the dark as long as they don't spill out rain, and they haven't so far. Chance, and it's a number 7 again, McCarthy, and it's a tricky one, but the goalkeeper does well, but the referee's going to bring it back out the field for a free for Mary I. Those dark clouds just sitting overhead, threatening, ominous, but please just give us another 20 minutes or so, 30 minutes maybe. We get the presentation done as well. There will be a man of the match award and the cup presentation. And that'll do us. And then it's all down to Croke Park for the Electric Ireland Sigerson Cup final. But a chance here for Mary I to get a 2-pointer maybe. It'd be a massive effort. He struck it quite well. Oh, and it's just under. And well taken in there as well. For Trinity, who might be able to get up the pitch quickly here. And you know what they're going to do every time. They work it through the hands and then they look for Kieran Lennon, the Roscommon man in there. And that usually does the trick. Conal Cunningham in there. And there's a tough challenge that's gone in there. Too tough, says the referee, Conor Durneen. And he's already shown a couple of yellow cards in this game. And there it is again, the challenge going in. And he is having a word with Mary I's number 19. He's having more than a word. We're going to see a card. It's a yellow card for Patrick O'Grady. He's from the Clyder Rovers Club in Cork. So yellow for him. I didn't see him before, so maybe he only came in the last few minutes, or maybe at half time and I didn't see him, but definitely new in the second half. So a little bit of a hold up for this, which gives me a chance just to check on the live stream, and everything seems to be going okay there. Another tough challenge and an immediate yellow card. Well, maybe he still had the yellow card in his hand or close to hand, but that was shown really, really quickly. 2 yellows in about a minute. And Mary I trying their best to get back into this, but maybe over exuberant is the term we could use. Nearly intercepted, but not quite. Trinity keep possession. Oh, I'm starting to feel the rain, I'm afraid. I'm starting to feel it coming in. Done nothing but rain the last month in Ireland, and we should have known we wouldn't be getting away with it. Very light so far, but yeah, big clouds to my left. Tom McCarroll now for Trinity. Doesn't matter to them. They're not going to matter if they win this cup, but they're a long way off it yet. We've still got 18 minutes and there's 8 points in it, and with the new rules you never quite know, so the job ain't done yet. And there's the direct ball in there, and Mary I have had 1 goal chance already. If they can get through here for a goal, then it is really game on. But Trinity have been solid, and there's another block on that one, and is that a 45? Yeah. So Mary I doing their best and throwing in another substitute as well. And the man being replaced is Sean Conneely. The man coming in looks like 20. Not sure. It might be number 2 actually. Yeah, number 2 seems to have come in. That's Adam Byrne. He's from Claremorris in Mayo. Mulroy wearing 22. We'll try again for a 2-pointer. Well, actually a 45 of course is 1-pointer. But he's had a few efforts off the ground in the last 5 minutes or so. Struck this really well. Much higher, but to the left and wide. He just can't find his range in the second half. The umbrellas have gone up over to my right. Never a good sign. The goalkeeper, Sean O'Malan then for Trinity. Looking to win the Electric Ireland Trench Cup at the second year of asking. And the first time I think since Tomas Carrigan played for them back in 2012. Culligan plays it in, and there's a substitute, but clearing his lines, I think that's Michael McGrath from St Bridget's in Dublin, the number 4 there for Trinity. Spotted the danger, and now on the break, definitely in the rain. Good support play as well. The man on the ground was Dara Dempsey, but look who's coming up. It's the captain. It's Luke Casserly from St Molaise Gales in Sligo, all the way up to left corner forward, and him number 2 should be in right corner back, but great play from the captain, leading by example there. And now Rory McErlean from Belfast, the St Bridget's Club in Antrim. Conal Cunningham, another of the dubs out there. An interesting mix in this Trinity squad. Nordies, Stubbs, Connacht men, Leitrim, Sligo, all over the place. That's one of the beauties of college football, that they all get experience of playing with lads from all over the country. They wouldn't get a chance to otherwise. Rain coming down quite heavily now. Good ball over the top, though, and a chance here for Trinity. Comes on to his favourite left, and you hear from the crowd on the far side that they liked it before even I knew it was over the bar. Lovely score, and Trinity just underline their control over this game. Despite the best efforts by Mary I, Trinity push ahead again to a 9-point lead. Substitution, and it's Trinity this time. Number 10 going off, that's Rory McErlean, and the man on is number 19 for Trinity, and that is James McBreen from Lavey and Cavan. Would have played last year. In fact, he started last year and has had a few injury concerns this year, but good to see him getting on here. He'd be delighted if he can do it this year. Great field in the middle for Mary I, and he gets us free as well. That's the number 30 who came on at half time with a great catch there. That's Bob Toohey. Mary I pressing again. They've still got time on their side if they can get through here. Number 13 again causing trouble. That's Culligan, and now a chance. If it drops in, it doesn't. Not with that big keeper in there. Too easy for him. Buns to the bear. And Trinity do transition very well. They really play it nicely around this area of the pitch. Nice little kick pass as well. And it's McBreen. Tough hit, but he takes it well. Just on the field as well, and he's come back from injuries. That'll test him, but he's recovered from that okay, and off they go. And there's the ball in again to the full forward line. That has served him really well. And of course it's Lennon who has done so well in there throughout the game. He's probably in the main running for player of the match even. Gets it back to Ryan O'Dwyer. The rain pelting down here now at DCU St Clair's as Trinity come forward again with Michael McGrath, who made that great interception at the back. At the other end, well, the defenders have done well in this game, but that's not a great effort at goal. In the first half, their second goal was 2 defenders, and there was Michael looking to try and do the same. But to be fair, he was playing into the rain. Tricky enough. Big lad goes for it again, the number 32, but just came from behind that time. And on the break, it was Con Smith. As Trinity come looking for another score. And they really have re-established their total control in this game. I did mention they won the group game between the teams by 10 points on the 13th of January. And they are 9 points again ahead now and looking to make it 10. They have been 10 in this game and they're looking to get there already. And the two midfielders linked together, they're going for goal. Never mind a point to make it 10. Has he got it? No, keeper does well. That's Shane O'Connell again. He's kept out, I think, at least 3 one-on-one goal chances. Keeps Mary I still in with a bit of a chance. But they have an awful lot of work to do. Here's Toohey. They need to get it forward quickly. Trinity have a few +1s back in there, minding the house, but that's a good ball in. It's a good accurate ball as well on a lovely turn. Drives it over the bar. And I think that was Costello who got their goal in the first half. So they still carry a good threat in there. But Trinity men back to prevent the goal chance. So it could have been a goal at one end, and instead it's a point at the other. Brings it back to an 8-point game. 2-13-1-8. Milan comes this way, over to my side. Broken down, and McBreen picks it up, but again he's under pressure and dispossessed in there. Belted down the line by Conor Mulroy, down into the corner, but well intercepted there by Tom Hughes from Glencar Manor in Leitrim. And the full back line have been very tight. The defence have been very tight. Good interceptions and very tight on their markers. And nearly got that one. Goes out to Toohey again. Number 2 who came on as a sub. Well, he feinted there as if he was going to put the direct ball. Now he goes for his own score and goes to try and get a 2-pointer. Has he got it? The applause goes up from the Mary High support, and not many other people in the ground, so it's obviously all Trinity supporters here. It is more or less a home game, but that's a really good 2-pointer for Mary High. And a few minutes ago they could have gone 12 behind. Instead it's 6 as the rain gets an awful lot heavier. 6-point game instead of 12. They'll take that. Breaks nicely for McBreen. He's been busy since he came in the last few minutes, taking hits and winning breaks around the middle of the field. After last year's disappointment, he would love to get Trinity over the line. That's why they've sent him in here. That one's broken. And the number 3 there doing really well is Aidan Cunningham for Mary High. And they get the decision, but the referee's going to bring that one back. Not quite sure what's going over there. Is that going on over there? Is that a substitution? It looks to be. Is 14 going off? He seems to be going over that way. Yep, 14 is going off. That is Colin Smith. So a sub on for Trinity, and it's 29. Checking the programme, which is now getting drenched. 29. I see the name, but I might not have as much joy saying it. I'll come to that in a second. Let's go back to the play. And it is Mary High knocking on the door again, trying to get another score. They're on a bit of a roll at the minute. And from distance, that might drift all the way over the bar. And it does. It's another 2-pointer. Mary High, to their credit, keeping it up and putting the game right back to the opposition. And our scoreboard will change in a second to make that 19-15. Back to a 4-point game, would you believe, going into the last 8 minutes of this game. Terrible conditions now for the spectators and for the live stream. Never mind the players out there, but Mary High are getting tore in. Well, this is real colleges football. February weather. It's miserable weather, but they are getting tore in and playing some great football, and it's very exciting. As I say, there was a goal chance at the other end, and O'Connell did well in goals to keep it out. There was 9 in it at that point. A goal would have made it 12, and yet here we are, back to 4 just a few minutes later. The players oblivious to the conditions. This has been their year in colleges football. Some of them won't play again in colleges football. This is the commitment you get at this level. This is what makes the Electric Ireland Higher Education colleges so good. And here's a chance, and he puts it across. It's a brilliant pass and a goal chance. Brilliant block for Trinity, and I think it was Tom Hughes who got in there. He set up a goal in the first half, and now he has made a fantastic block in there, and that goal there would have brought it back to 1. So brilliant work by the Leitrim man. But Mary High coming at Trinity, and now you have an umbrella, and you might be able to hear the rain pelting off it. That'll tell you how strong the rain is now. And we had problems with our microphone for a few minutes in the first half, and we're trying to cover our monitor here as well. Back to the game. You don't want to hear about our problems. You want to hear about what Tui is doing, and he's put it over the bar. What an almighty comeback in the rain by Mary High. Mary Immaculate College from Limerick have got this one back to a 3-point game. Immense credit to them, because Trinity looked to be in total control. I think I used that phrase a few minutes ago. So, despite the rain, despite the opposition, they're winning every battle now, and they've got it again. They're on a roll. And there's still 6 minutes to go. There's plenty of time. From distance, he goes for it. Oh, no, surely. Wow, what an effort. Is it inside? What an effort from the number 3 for Mary High. An unbelievable comeback. They could have been 12 down about 5 minutes ago. And now, the number 3, Aidan Cunningham. He's not playing fullback. The numbers were a bit mixed up. But from Brafey in Mayo. And he has brought this game right back into the melting pot when Trinity thought they were over the line. What a thriller in the rain here in the Electric Ireland Trench Cup final. And we've had so many 2-pointers. I did say the new rules allowed them this sort of thing to happen. But Trinity do not want it to happen. A 1-point game. Now, I'm trying to hold my notes, which are getting soaked. I'm trying to hold the microphone because we had microphone issues in the first half. I'm trying to hold an umbrella. So, forgive me if I get something wrong here, but I'm trying my best to balance all of this in the now almost torrential rain here at DCU St Clair's. Trinity trying to cope with Mary I, more importantly, and trying to get a score. He's got a free. Well, that's a little bit of relief for Trinity, at least from the Mary I onslaught there. And you watch here again what happened, and it was Mulroy, yeah, who fouls him. So a chance and just a little bit of respite for Trinity. They would have been forgiven for thinking that they were pretty much home and dry, but dry is certainly not the word I can use now. So this to go back 2 points up again. But as I say, more importantly, they've just stalled things a little bit. And that looks decent. The roar goes up. He puts it over. Held his nerve well, O'Dwyer. And the home crowd, and it is a home crowd, even though it's DCU, a home crowd for Trinity, enjoyed that one. I think that was more out of relief than anything. Right, I've mastered this now. I'm holding the umbrella and the microphone in the one hand. I've got the two of them together. I didn't ever give you that sub, by the way. And his name, I'll try it anyway. Can't find it now. Let's go back to the play because Trinity have it. Mary I've come right back at them, but they've stretched it out again. You can feel the relief. Hear the relief around the ground as Dara Dempsey from Kilmacud Crokes gets the score and pushes it out to 3 again for Trinity, and maybe, just maybe, they will get over the line. Yeah, I've got the sub now. 29 he came on from Kilbride and Roscommon. Isidro Ribas. That's my best effort. This one obviously important in the middle of the field. Tui goes up for it, and on the break Mary I get it. Mulroy transfers it into the forwards quickly as he possibly can. This is Byrne who came on as a substitute. He's looking lively. He goes for it, but he was fouled, so they're going to get a free out of it. Mary I still very much alive in this game, and they still do have time. Let me just check if I can move the rain covers and tell you. You'll see yourself anyway. 2.5 minutes to go. Now, the way they've been playing, they're not out of this, Mary I. So, from way out on the right, 3 points in it. He's going to give this everything. It's gone to the left, but it's still dangerous. It's still in there. And on the break, Trinity get it. And that is McGrath coming out with it. He does brilliantly. Mary I trying their best to stop them getting out, but they've fouled them. And a reaction there as well, which the referee has spotted. And the game has turned again, this time in Trinity's favour. It's a nervy time for Trinity, but things have just turned a little bit. I was going to say the tide has turned a little bit, and the way the weather's going, there could be a tide here at DCU. Miserable for the players, but they don't seem to notice the way they're playing. And Trinity winning a lot of the battles. They're having to dig in now, and they're showing real heart and commitment. They lost the final last year. They don't want to lose it again, and they put it into Lennon. He's been their main man, their go-to man in there, and he is again way over in the corner on his own. He's stranded on his own, but he's doing his level best. It's a free out. It is a free out. Well, I don't know if you have any sympathy for us or for our cameraman, but these are terrible conditions. But, you know, it's colleges. That's what you get in higher education. And we're in the last couple of minutes here of the game. 2:15, 1:15. All right, I've been told it's 2:15, 1:15. No, that's what we have. No, somebody trying to tell me with the score wrong, but we had it right, and there's another score, and it's a 2-pointer. Well, now we definitely have the score right, and Mary I have got it back to a 1-point game. That distracted me a little bit. Somebody was trying to tell me that we were wrong, and there's a 2-pointer, as if to say it's changed again. It's a 1-point game in the last minute. It was one of the organisers there was concerned that we had the score wrong. And he said it was coming from the chair, actually, who's also a photographer here, and who'll be presenting the trophy, or will he, in the next couple of minutes. Mary I. Well, do you know what? They deserve something out of this game. And they've got it again. And you know what? They might even win it the way they're going. But hold on. There's a man down and another man brought down. It's all kicking off here at DCU St Clair's. What a start to the week here at the Electric Ireland finals. And look at the players, if you can see them. We're trying to keep our camera lens dry from the rain that's pouring down here heavily. He's okay to play on. That's Dara Dempsey. Well, what a game it's been. And again, it's another tribute to the new rules, isn't it? Fantastic. Great to see. And the game's so open, and there's still a chance for Mary I. It's been an incredible comeback for Mary I. Can they complete it? Tui is in there again. He's made a huge difference in this game. As he fouled, he's gone down. Referee right there. It's no foul, he says. No foul. Well, you can't argue with Conor Dineen. He's right there. Not that you should be arguing with the referee, of course. Just shaking my umbrella here because there's so much rain on it as you watch that challenge again. Well, it's a feast of football and hurling here if you can get yourself along to DCU over the next 4 days. And Croke Park as well, tonight and on Friday night, of course. Trinity bringing on a sub right at the death. Now it looks like, was that 13 going off? It's difficult to see in the rain over on that far side from me. But they've sent in 22, Trinity, as we get underway again. It's very hard to see my notes now because that page is completely shriveled up. 22. Liam Fenton from Ballantyre St John's is on for Trinity. We're in added time. Now the linesperson on this side has his flag up. He's trying to get the referee's attention. The referee has his hand up to give a free if necessary. But Trinity keep going. They're storming forward with Ryan O'Dwyer looking to finish the job. The referee is blown before he kicked it. And there was a foul on him just as he was going there. So there might have been a succession of fouls there. But it's ended up in a free in for Trinity. And that suits them down to the ground. And it's a wet ground. 21-20. 62 minutes. We're in the 63rd minute. Lennon to give his team a 2-point lead, and he is he going outside the arc? He is, you know. Is he right on it there? It's hard to see him at ground level. I'm trying to watch there on the camera. It looks like he's right on the edge. Surely a 1-pointer would do at this point. Kieran Lennon from Clondegale and Roscommon. He's had a magnificent game. Looking to put this over. That's not, of course, for a 2-pointer. It's a 1-pointer, and it's enough at this stage. Deep into added time for Trinity. And after losing the final last year, they're hoping to make amends and win the Electric Ireland Trench Cup at the second time of asking after an absolute thriller of a game here in the rain. Now, the linesperson on the far side has come right over onto the pitch to talk to the referee. There was a man went down there, so maybe he saw something. And there is indeed a card, and it is for the Mary I captain, Kieran Mulroy. So the captain is sent off deep into added time, and it's a miserable finish to the game for Mary I. But knowing them, it's not over yet. And indeed, even with 14 men, they get it. They get it to their number 11. And that's, as I try to go through my notes. Oh, I can't find it. Never mind. Let's go on with the play. Mary I come again. They're not finished. Tui storming forward, and he's made a big difference in the second half. The big man has been fantastic. The shot from distance. It's gone in all the way. Has it gone over? Oh, it's an amazing 2-pointer. What a comeback from Mary I in this game. There's been 2-pointers, there's been goals, there's been everything. They've levelled it 4 minutes into added time. What an absolute thriller in the driving rain here in the Electric Ireland Trench Cup final. Trinity were 9 ahead, they were 10 ahead. They had a goal chance to go 12 ahead. Now it's level. And it's over. The final whistle goes. And you might think, who wants extra time in this rain? But it's been fantastic stuff, and the two teams deserve to go again, and they will.
Well, we're going to try and dry out here, so we're going to take a break from the stream for a few minutes. we go again as Conor Durneen throws it up, and it's still raining here and still raining heavily, but we don't care. It's brightened up, the sun's come out as well, and we've had an incredible game here, and there's nobody leaving here. They're enjoying this absolute thriller of it's a typical higher education colleges match. The beauty of it, the boys going absolutely hell for leather in these conditions. One team leading by 9-10 points, the other team coming back, and they're going at it for another 20 minutes. Now, Conor Mulroy was put off with a black card right at the end of normal time there, and he is not back on the field. I know there was a rule change recently about that, but the number 22 has not reappeared. One man who did appear in the second half, and they gave him the wrong name, by the way. That was a mix-up with the numbers in the programme, because in the programme it said it was Isidro Ribas, you might remember I told you about. It wasn't him at all, but let's watch what this goes over from Lennon. No, that's gone well to the right, I think, and it has gone wide. Yeah, it wasn't Isidro. It was instead Emmett Rogers from the Breda Club in Belfast. Come on. He's wearing 29, although in the programme he's down as 25. Try and double check that. Yeah, 25, but he's wearing 29. He came on, and I know because his dad told me. Jerry told me, and Jerry knows, obviously, and he knows his football. He won a Sigerson with Queens under the great Sean O'Neill and Paddy O'Hara back in about 1981. These lads looking to book a place in the Sigerson next year. Trinity thought they'd got there. Maybe the mental age now is mental edge, not age. Edge is with Mary I, the way they came back there. Big lads around the middle, dragged them back into it. Can they win it around the middle? Tui, one of them, gets a hand to it on the break. Oh, he just got a foot to it there, and it was a clever little touch. And they do get all important possession. It was Costello who got that little touch for them. They're being forced back by Trinity. So who's going to get the first score of the second half? They're all been under pressure here in the rain, and indeed he's been caught. He's overturned. Trinity take it quickly. They take the solo and go. Now he's been intercepted there, but they've still got it. And it's Trinity's number 19, and with all the subs, I've actually forgotten who 19 was, and the page is all scribbled up. I found it now. James McBreen, of course, the Lavy man from Cavan, not Lavy Derry, Lavy Cavan. Now the referee is going over to the sideline to the Mary I manager and showing him a card as well. The referee from Cavan as well, from the Ballina Club, Conor Durneen, who's done a lot of the college's matches over the last month or so, and because of that he's brought it in, and it's going to be an easy conversion, you would imagine, here for Trinity's Lennon, and they take the lead. First period of injury time, or extra time, 3.5 minutes in, back in the lead. I'm trying to remember a time when they weren't in the lead in the game. Possibly right at the start there was a 2-pointer, they went in the lead, and then Mary I got 3, but I think they might have had one in around there, so possibly. But either the whole game and extra time, Trinity have either been behind very briefly or not at all. But Mary I, very dangerous still, and here they come looking to get a score. What a drive through the middle, and he's unselfish, he's laid it off. They might get a score out of it. He swings his boot at it, and he's put it over the bar, and it's Adam Byrne who came on as a sub, but it was brilliant work by Evan Cahill, the midfielder, to set it up. Great work. He's a Clare man. And that's what Mary I can do. They can go at you, they can hurt you. They can drive through the middle, they can take scores from distance. I've lost count of the 2-pointers in this game. They never ever say die. That ball played in, and I think that is Rogers, wearing number 29 it is, and he lays it off nicely after taking good possession, and that's clever under these conditions. Just make sure of it. Trinity pressing with McCarroll. That's Rogers and McCarroll. Breda and carried off neighbouring clubs on the county down side of Belfast, combining for Trinity College in Dublin here at DCU St Clair's as they press, try and get back into the lead. Scooped up by Conor Leonard. Leonard again. Held up on his tracks, but he's got support in the middle, and it's a midfielder Flanagan with a shot, and the man from Maynooth and Kildare steps forward and puts his team back into the lead yet again. Maynooth midfielder and his captain and his manager Don Holmes is from Maynooth as well. He'd be delighted with his club man for that. And Mary I must be thinking back to the drawing board yet again. Every time they draw level, Trinity pull clear. You just wonder one of these times, will they have a bit more in them and Mary I get ahead? Will they be hard to stop? But Trinity are saying no, that ain't going to happen. They go looking for another score. Can they get it? Oh, and they've got it to Rogers, and he snaps at it, and it's just gone to the right, and it's gone wide. He was under severe pressure there. And it was maybe that pressure that was just enough to keep him out. Usually that sort of effort might sort of drift in a little bit, but it didn't. It just stayed straight as an arrow and went wide. Remains a 1 point game, 6 minutes in. What a way to start the Electric Ireland Finals week here at DCU. Never mind the rain. Cracker of a game. I hope we get to see him in the Sigerson Cup final tonight in Croke Park. On the break, it falls again for Trinity, and it's Kieran Flanagan who got that score. Lovely little play between the number 5 and 2. That was Conal Cunningham and Michael McGrath. This is O'Dwyer, feeds it through. This is great play, and the number 2 is all the way through. Oh, he's put it in the bottom corner as well, and it's the captain, Casserly. Luke Casserly from St Malaise Gales in Sligo. In the rain, in extra time, 7 minutes into the first period, he comes forward and he finishes it like a corner forward. What a brilliant finish. And the captain just might get Trinity over the line at the second year of asking in the Electric Ireland Trench Cup. Breaks kindly for Trinity, but the referee spotted a push in there. Well, this is the way this game has gone. Just when you think one team's on top, the other team gets on top, and it's the other number 2 going for it. He doesn't even think about it, but he doesn't steady himself enough, and it goes wide. End to end once again. 2.5 minutes to go in the first period. The linesperson beside me is looking at the crowd and shaking his head and smiling, but it's one of those smiles as if to say, this is terrible. But hey, it's a great game. Oh, and he went to fist it there, and instead it's gone all the way through to Dempsey for Trinity. They're looking dangerous here, and they might even get through for a goal. They've men over at the back. As you can see now, there's water sitting on the pitch. It is O'Dwyer. Oh, and Rogers trying to keep it in, but can't. So, dare you say Trinity are looking good the way this game has gone, because it's only a 4-point lead. And here you see the goal again. Pick that one out. Shane O'Connell from the Father Casey's Club in West Clare, who has made some fabulous saves today, mostly with his feet, and has kept his team in this game. Rogers picks it up on the break. Trinity get it to Conor Leonard, one of the vice captains. He has been prominent in extra time rather, and O'Dwyer feeds it back out again to Dempsey, and they'll be quite happy to keep possession here and keep their lead. There's only another minute left in the first period of extra time. They'll be patient. Leonard picks it up again, tries to pick up the pace as well and puts a lovely ball in, but it's intercepted. Mary I looking through Tui to transition here, but look how difficult the conditions are, and he ends up touching it on the ground. Now you have to feel sorry for the lads out there because it's so difficult. 3 men around him and he's trying to get it moving and can't. And now Conor Mulroy comes back into the play, so they're up to 15 again. They've got their captain back after the black card at the end of normal time, and he goes straight in to help the goalkeeper. So they've fallen 4 behind without their captain in the first period of extra time, but they'll have him for all of the second period, and the way they played, you can't count them out. This for what would be a morale boosting score right at the end of the first period of extra time. Has he got the legs? He hasn't. Goalkeeper gets it, and the referee will hold that up. And I hope you'll excuse us for going very quickly off air for a minute or two. We need to reset. Why does it always rain on me? Isn't that the song? It's always raining on the Mary I footballers, but they're going to have to come out for the second half as they break away from the huddle there and get it together. But they have their captain back, so maybe they will. And they have already staged one pretty miraculous comeback from 10 points down to force extra time, so you can't count them out. We go again. We have another 10 minutes of football here in the Electric Ireland Trench Cup final in the pouring rain. Well, I did talk about the ominous clouds for a while, and then they have well and truly delivered. And poor DCU trying to host these championships here, and it's done nothing but rain. Big Tui has got it for Mary I. At the start of the second period of extra time. He has been brilliant since he came in, and he has got possession, and his captain there, Mulroy 22, who's in the play now. I told you they'd come storming back. Costello was there as well, and Dara Culligan from Lissy Cassie in Clare, but it's broken down. Trinity get it back. They get it back, and this is Michael McGrath, I think it is, the cornerback from St Bridget's in Dublin. Has he done well to keep it in? He has, but no, it's a decision going the other way for Mary I. I think this is going to be a holding on exercise for Trinity, because Mary I, they just keep coming at you, and they have the captain, as I say, Mulroy, but he's given it straight to Trinity. I think it was Dempsey back there. I don't know how they're going to pick player of the match here at the end of this, because it's really, really difficult. There's so many amazing performances today, and some have come in and out at different times, and a bit of a back chat there obviously means it's going to be a free in to Mary I, and that's a gift for them, which they will gratefully receive. Mulroy coming forward to take it. No, or has it? No, maybe the referee. I thought the referee was walking up to the 13-metre line, but he's not. Or maybe Mulroy has decided to take it from back here. I wouldn't have thought so in these conditions, but maybe. Either way, it is Mulroy, the captain, back on the field to get the first score of the second period. It's gone to the left, and it might even be kept in. It is kept in, I think, by Costello. The number's quite hard to see in the rain and the distance from here in the mud that's over the numbers, and you see the rain there coming up off the ground and the players sliding at this stage. But Trinity have it, more importantly. Let's get back to the play. And on the counter-attack, they're very good at this, but maybe not in these conditions. It's broken down and it's a push, a free for them. 32 is in the play, as you can see, for Mary I. That's Pierce Dean, another from the Brafey club in Mayo. So at least 3 of their players have been involved in this game. They have another one on the subs. I don't think he's got on yet, but you know what? He could have got on. It's hard to tell. This is Rogers, who has got into the play, but that breaks down, and again it's just the conditions making it so hard for the players under pressure as well. But that's good work by the man who came in there, who I was telling you about, the number 32. And Mary I under pressure here. The challenge comes in, and Trinity might have got it. Very unlucky not to get it, but Mulroy switches to play. Mary I never. Oh, hold on, here's news flash for you. It stopped raining, I think. Wow, unbelievable. Great. Mary I haven't stopped though. They keep going, and that's brilliant play, and he might get a score out of it here. Oh, that's magnificent. Really is. You know, you might think on an ordinary day that's a good point, but in these conditions, that is just fantastic. Brilliant. Full credit to these lads. More subs coming in. Number 20 is in for Mary I, and he's gone straight on a sub. He's just come in for Trinity. Trying to see his number. It looks like 20. Would that be 2 number 20s have come in? Certainly 20 for Mary I, and that is Ronan Heffernan from Kilbrinn in Cork. And if it's the Trinity number 20, it would be Jack O'Connell from Naomh Marnogue. Here's a chance for Trinity. He's been held up. That's the man who just come in. Lennon. Oh, what a shooter he is. But on this occasion, it just comes underneath. And it's not number 20 for Trinity. Apologies. It's number 30 who has come in. I saw a 0 and it looked like a 2, but he's now over this side, I can see. So 30 for Trinity is in the play. And there's the other number 30. That's Tui for St Mary's. Or not St Mary's, for Mary I. I'm all over the place here. Sorry, I'm trying to hold my umbrella and find my notes and watch the game and get everything right. Mary I come again. 30 is Darrow Callahan, by the way, from Carrick Macross Emmetson Monaghan. That's the man who's in for Trinity. Mary I not finished by any means. It's been an epic game here in the Electric Ireland Trench Cup. Mary I looking for it. Oh, he's gone from distance. He's given that almighty boot, but it's not on target. It's not on target. So 4.5 minutes in, let's take a check. It's a 3-point game. Still a long way back for Mary I, and they have not been as prolific in extra time as they were towards the end of the game. And Trinity in no particular rush, so I don't really feel there's a real drive from Mary I as there was earlier. I wonder, are they finally relenting a little bit? Mulroy goes for it on the break, and he gets a great hand to it at the second time. Free to Trinity. Dempsey was the man who took the hit, and he's in no rush to continue. But they do continue. Trinity take the fight. And the referee is blown here for overcarrying, actually, and it's a decision for Mary I. Well, they get it to Tui. They're in the last 5 minutes. 4.5 to go. 3 down Mary I. They've been in this situation before and they've rescued it. They're calling a breach. A lot of cheering or screaming around the place. They go for the point. Tui Throws it in there for Mary on the break. Anything could happen. He's through for a goal. Oh, of course he scored a goal. We're level again. What an amazing game in the Electric Ireland Trench Cup final. We'll follow that Sigerson Cup, lads, tonight in Croke Park. This has been incredible. We're deep into the second period of extra time, and Mary have come back into the game, and we're level. We could still be taking penalties here by the time you start in Croke Park. Unbelievable stuff. I've no idea who got the goal, by the way, but it doesn't matter. They get it on the break again. Mary, I don't think they've been ahead since maybe early in the game, if at all in the game. But now they could get a score to go ahead remarkably right at the end of extra time. Well, penalties would be a bit of a lottery in these conditions, wouldn't they? You'd feel sorry for the goalkeepers, never mind the guys taking them. But at the minute, it's looking like it. It's possible. 15 for Mary I'm trying to find out who that is for you. Mary I's 15. That's Jude Lavin. Oh, he came in. So the other Brafey man did come in. So all four lads from the Brafey Club in Mayo have been involved for Mary. It's a free to Trinity. Well, they've been pegged back so many times, but now they have it, and that's Casserly, the captain, again storming forward for them. It's level with a couple of minutes to go. Oh, and it's brilliantly intercepted by Bernie Cohen. What a game and what commitment from these players. But Trinity will not be denied. They look for it. Again, they look for a score to go ahead. They have been forced back so many times. It's been level so many times. They've always found an answer. Is there an answer now from Trinity? 2.5 minutes to go. This has just been incredible stuff. What a fantastic advertisement for higher education colleges football. Casserly, once again for Trinity. They're keeping calm. They're not booting it away. They're trying to eke this one out. They're being patient. They get it to Lennon. He comes out. What a game he has had. Has he got one more bit of magic in him? You know he wants to go onto that right foot, and so does the defender. He's going, I'll just show you over here into the corner. Oh, that's a brilliant tackle in, come in as well, but he doesn't get the ball back. Trinity still hold possession. There's men down. The rain has stopped, but there's men falling instead of the rain. What a second half it has been in extra time, and we still have more drama. Right at the end, Trinity looking to get a score in the last 2 minutes. It's been incredible stuff. They can't get a shot away, Trinity. Somebody's going to have to take a shot at some stage. They get it to Tom McCarroll. He scored a goal about what seems like about 3 hours ago. Oh, they get it across to Dempsey. He goes for it. He takes responsibilities. He got it. Oh, Trinity have another score. They've gone ahead again right at the end with a minute to go in this epic Electric Ireland Trench Cup final. Have they just got over the line? Dara Dempsey from the Kilmacud Crokes Club. Has he finally settled it with that? On the break, it's all important. McCarroll gets it. The man from Carryduff in Belfast gets it, but Mary get it back. Is there one last kick in Mary 1 minute to go. It'd be so cruel in them to lose this after what they have put into this game. Look, the players slipping and sliding. The conditions so difficult. It is classic colleges football. The captain asks for it. Kieran Mulroy says, give it to me. I'm not finished here. I'm going to lead my team. I'm going to bring them forward. All we need is a point to level it yet again. They get it to Toohey. Surely not. Surely there's not another score in Mary right at the end. McGrath comes in with a challenge on Costello. Forced to come back out again, but there's support for him there. He's going for it, but it's blocked down for Trinity, and that might just be enough. They might just get over the line now. We're 10 seconds to go. Oh, what a heart-stopping game, and Trinity get the decision again. They get the decision, and I can drop my umbrella, thank goodness. The rain has finally stopped, and Trinity might just be seeing a little bit of sunshine now. They're looking to finish this epic game with a score at the end. They don't need it, they're one up, but there's the final whistle, and Trinity celebrates. And you have to feel so sorry for the Mary players who fall all around the pitch. They have given a Herculean effort, in this final here today. They have given everything. They've come back so many times from the dead, and yet Trinity are the team that has got over the line by a point after an absolute thriller in the Electric Ireland Trench Cup final after extra time. Full credit to both sets of players. It's been a classic higher education Gaelic football match. Follow that, the Sigerson Cup at Croke Park later on. Oh my goodness, what a game. I thought we were going to penalties, but instead it's Trinity, and you see there McCarroll, who got the goal early on, the man from Carryduff, and he gets a hug from his manager. That is Don Holmes. And Don, although his nephew was actually on the other side today with Mary I, the sub-goalkeeper, he is delighted with his lads here today. He's very much a Trinity man, and he's gone round hugging all the players. They were in the final last year. They lost in the final last year to DKIT, but they've come back at the second time of asking. And there you see their number 7. Well, you saw him running over in the shot there. He's gone over, and it's probably a family member getting a hug there. And he's saying, we've been 2 years in the making to get there. And that's Padraig Boyle from Longford, and he's from the Ballymore club. And yeah, all must be family members coming on. And he got the second goal towards the end of the first half, which put them, I think, about 8 or 9 clear. And they beat them in the league in the group stages rather by 10 points. And they were 10 points up, nearly went 12 up, and yet were pegged back and still found something late in the game to... Oh, I've lost my words. I don't know what I'm talking about now. It's just been an epic game. It's been unbelievable. Trinity found it from somewhere to get over the line. An absolute thriller of a game in the pouring rain, which thankfully has stopped now at least. My programme notes are all over the place. Trinity don't care about the rain. Not at all. Just going to check about the presentation here. Yeah, we're hoping to get the presentation of the cup over here, and we'll try and pick that up on our stream for you. The DCU people are trying to get that organised. They're getting a few speakers over here, and they'll get the cup over here and the players hopefully in the next few minutes, and we'll get moving here. Otherwise I'm talking to myself here and not really getting anywhere, but Trinity people won't mind. They'll hang on, and you see what it means to the young lads there. Last year DKIT won it at the third time of asking. This year it's Trinity at the second time of asking. So they go up to the Electric Ireland Sigerson Cup for next year. And I was talking earlier about players down the years, winning captains. Tomás Corrigan from Fermanagh was the Trinity winning captain in 2012. And now 2026, the winning captain is Luke Casserly from the St Malaise Gaels in Sligo. And what a goal he scored in the middle of all that. Well, there were so many highlights and so much drama in that game, and that was certainly one of them, when the captain came forward, the number 2, and put it in the bottom of the net. It was just one of those games that had absolutely everything, and we hope you enjoyed the stream coverage. I haven't really had a chance to look at the live stream or check what's going on exactly, but I think everything seemed to have gone fairly smoothly, and we now are just awaiting the presentation. So as you can see, they're starting to come over to us, and oh yeah, somebody's just telling me what happened with the Mary I goal. I remember now, I didn't tell you who scored that. I didn't know. So it was set up by 30, and maybe number 8 scored it, which is Costello, who got the first goal. Is this it? No, this is Trinity. This is Trinity. This is Casserly's goal. Oh, what a goal that was. And here was Trinity's. Oh yeah, so this was Mary I's goal, rather, right at the end. That's 11, I think it is. Is it 11 maybe for Mary I? Who got through there, and that would be David Slattery if it was him. But anyway, it matters not now, because Trinity came through and they have managed to win this. Now, I'm going to have to get out there if we get close to the presentation. I'm just trying to look to see if we have a cup or someone to present it. I haven't seen them just yet, but hopefully they'll be here any second, and then we will pick up the words that are being said. Trinity obviously keen to get over here, and Mary I not so keen, but we have to wait for them. So this Trinity team, when you think about it, they started with 5 dubs, 2 from Belfast, 3 from Connacht, 2 from Kildare, 2 from Longford and 1 from Meath. What a mix and what a joy it is for the lads to be playing with the lads from around the country that they've never played with before. And that's what has happened here. Now, I'm going to get through this fence here and trying to get out in the middle of this and see if we can get going here and capture some of this. So bear with me. And the first thing I've done is nearly slip because of the amount of rain that has fallen. But here we go. Here we go. Let's see who we can get here out on the fields. There's the cup now coming in. And there's Benny, soaked like the rest of us. Now, if we can get them to come over to us here. And we're just waiting. Ryan, we're on the stream here, Ryan. We're waiting for the presentation. How do you feel?
Oh, it's fantastic, you know, like for a college like this, you know, to get back up to Sigerson is massive, especially over the last few years that they've had coming so close last year in the final. It's just I'm very happy to help them get to Sigerson again.
Unbelievable game.
Listen, we never make it easy. We were 10 up against Carlow in the semi-final. They brought it all the way back to level, and then we were able to pull away at the end. But fair play to the lads, they showed some good character there at the end, so unbelievable.
Brilliant, Ryan. Thanks a million. I'll let you go here. Oh, player of the match, Tom McCarroll. Carried off, man. Got the first goal. Popular winner. Up Belfast, he says. Come on over here. I just want to pick up what you're saying. Work away.
Yeah, no matter. Firstly, I just want to start with thanking the officials for the game today. Some tough conditions there, and they did a great job. Next, I'd like to thank DCU for hosting the big game today. Pitch is still in fantastic condition, even though all that rain fell there. Nextly, I'd like to thank Electric Ireland, the sponsors of today's competition. They've been brilliant sponsors throughout the years for us. And nextly, I'd just like to say well done to both teams today. Serious game of football, extra time it took to separate you. So just well done to both teams. Commiserations to Mary I. It was a serious battle there, lads, and I've no doubt that you'll be back again next year. Yeah. So without further ado, I have the privilege of presenting the Trench Cup 2026 to the Trinity captain, Luke Casserly. First of all, I'd just like to start by saying commiserations to Mary I. We've played you a good few times down through the years, last couple of years. There's never been more than a couple of points to separate us. I know you have a young team, and I'm sure you'll be back again next year, lads, so well done. I'd like to thank the referee and his team of officials and everyone at DCU Sport for the use of the facilities. Thanks, lads. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Frayne, Centra, Westland Row. You've been very generous to us since you've got on board this year, so thanks for your support of the entire club. Cheers. I'd like to thank everyone at TCD Trinity Sport, especially Neil O'Driscoll, for all the work that you do behind the scenes. Thanks very much, Neil. We really appreciate everything you do for us. I'd also like to thank everyone for coming out here to support us today. We never do it the easy way, but I hope you're entertained, and thanks to everyone who couldn't make it, who watched on the stream as well. Cheers. I'd like to thank our management team, Adam, Keith, Shane, the lads. Thanks very much for everything that you've done for us over the last couple of years. I'd also like to thank
Liam Cribben, Mr. Trinity GAA himself, been looking after us, a lot of us, since first year, and we really appreciate everything you do for us, Liam. Cheers. I'd also like to thank Don Holmes, our manager. I think, Don, when you took over, I don't think we'd won a game in Trench for years, and in 3 years you've taken us up to Sigerson, so I think that says enough about what you've done for us. Cheers, Don. Finally, I'd like to thank the lads next to me here. It's been an absolute honour and a privilege to captain you this year, boys. We went very close last year, and we knew that a bit of hard work and a bit of talent acquisition and we could get back to Sigerson, where the college belongs. So thanks, boys, it's been a privilege. Cheers. Thanks very much.
Where are we second? We're on the camera here. Need a word with you here. We're on the camera here. I just want to ask you about Luke Casserly's goal when you saw him coming up there.
Yeah, it was a quality finish, wasn't it? Right in the bottom corner. Perfect. Couldn't have done it better myself.
And that's real leadership for you, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah. Captain leading by example. He's been doing it all year, so no doubt he'd do it again today in the final.
Fair play. You need to get in that photograph. We're going to leave it there. There's the scene, all the proud family members in there and all getting that photograph. And there goes the cup. Electric Ireland Trench Cup champions for 2026. It's time to get down to Croke Park, so we're going to leave you here from DCU St Clair's after this first game of the weekend. And if the rest of it's as good as this, you'll be well entertained. From us all, it's goodbye.